Oh my God, spring is finally here. I am so over winter, I can't even tell you. I think I spent most of this winter actually just hibernating and working hockey games and doing a few shows in between. Winter and I just have never really gotten along. Even when I lived in northern Minnesota and up in North Dakota, there's something about those long dark nights and short days and the extreme cold that you just never really get over, or at least I don't. That's one of the reasons I moved back home to Nebraska. I did also do a lot of video editing from my Southeast Asia trip, so if you're here from that, welcome. And one other thing I did, I finally got my Part 107 certificate, so that means I can now fly drones legally on this channel. Spending a month in Southeast Asia really lit a fire in my heart, and now I am absolutely obsessed with finding a way to do more traveling. One bit of advice that my mother gave to me when I was young was to make sure you travel when you're young, because it doesn't get any easier the older you get. The sad part about that is that she spent her whole life working and striving to get to a point where she would have the luxury of traveling. The unfortunate thing is that she passed away at 48 and never got to do any of the traveling. Hey everybody, welcome back. Kind of missed an opportunity yesterday to do some spraying over on one of the fields that's going to be beans this year. Now today it's super windy, and yesterday was actually really nice, and it was Sunday, so I should have gotten it done, did not, and now it'll probably be windy for a month because we're in Nebraska and that's the way it is around here in the spring. I'm going to take this opportunity to come back and get some of these trees that blew down last year. Some of them actually just they fell in, but they're just leaning because they're on really soft ground, and they just keep leaning, and now they're way out in the middle of the way. So that one there.
Duffel bag filled to the T. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Catch me in the hilltops on the side of the country. Came back from being down 1-3. We the 16 Cavaliers, whole team hungry. Keep the family roots like we came from one tree. One branch, one leaf. Had to embark on this voyage. Double parked in the Taurus. Thank the ones before us to let us peep this was for us. Turn porous into pour up. Nas Bellinis in 3 letters, what they call
I wasn't gonna take this one down, but I looked at the base. It's rotted out and it's kind of hollow. It's gonna be in the field next year if I don't. As long as we have everything over here, we might as well take that one down too. That one. But yeah, down there at the bottom, it's kind of, I don't know, it saw some abuse when it was young, so there's no bark on it, and it's just not in good shape, so that one needs to come out.
Duffel bag filled to the T. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Catch me in the hilltops on the side of the country. Came back from being down 1-3. We the 16 Cavaliers, whole team hungry. Keep the family roots like we came from one tree. One branch, one leaf. And we'll never compete. Yeah, the rose is bumpy.
Well, that's good enough for that. We're just going to be pushing that over aside, like sideways, so I'm not worried about taking it down. I don't like all that tension on these things. Don't do what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just cutting trees down, and I'm probably not doing anything right. Man, it is so windy out here today. So come on. Truck needs service, obviously. So I think we're just going to leave that. It's just kind of sitting on a hinge there. We're not gonna do anything with it. We're just gonna bring the tractor over eventually and push it out of the way. It'll probably fall a little bit just because it's so heavy under its own weight. I think there's one more back in this field. I always feel like when I'm doing trees and I put it up on YouTube that people are gonna think that we're just willy-nilly hacking down trees and messing up the world and everything. But keep in mind, Nebraska originally didn't have hardly any trees. All these trees that are here are from settlers putting up fence, birds sitting on the fence, eating seeds, and distributing them accordingly. All of these trees, when we last fall went around the perimeter of this field, and we were hacking down things with that electric pole saw and whatever, all of these things were standing upright back then. If I push that way, will that come back down on top of me? I don't know. Let's find out. That one there over there got uprooted. There's one over there uprooted. They're still alive, but they've fallen. Luckily, they've fallen edgewise, so I don't have to do anything with them. But they did push that one in here. We're gonna go lift that out. But these things grow in super fast. But if you don't keep that perimeter trimmed of little saplings and stuff, then one will grow up. Well, then you can't get close enough to it. It'll get taller and taller and start dropping seeds, and then just keeps on encroaching on the field. Trees here are pretty much invasive, pretty much of all sorts to a degree, considering this was the Great American Desert, and this is all swampland. They don't grow strong roots because it's all wet, and then the big wind comes on and pushes them over. So I always like to go along this waterway here, and I didn't do it last year, but when they run cattle on this field, they give them like a roughage buster. It helps them cattle digest their food and stuff. And they usually come in these big blue tubs, and eventually they eat all the stuff that's in the tub, and then the wind blows it away, and they end up in this. And I thought I saw one down here earlier in the year, but maybe it's blown into someone else's waterway now. No, I swear there was a blue one in here somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. I see it hiding in the stickers. Now I know why it's still here. Ow. Ow. Now I'm thinking eventually someday when I have enough of these, of painting them up and turning them into planters. This one's got a big crack in it. Okay, we got over to the other field where the next tree needs to be taken out, and I'm looking out here. I actually was out here a while ago, we'll say, a week or two ago, and sprayed the pre-emergent weed killer on this. We had a bunch of henbit. Anyway, it's a really pretty purple flowery plant that grows out in the fields, and I'm not sure, don't quote me on this. I think it might be used for something from those that are into the herb stuff, not smoking, but like for medicinal or culinary purposes. Anyway, we don't like it. The difference between a weed and a crop is location, location, location. So anyway, we came through here and sprayed, and it looks like we got a pretty decent kill. But the one thing that does suck is that I ran out with literally like an acre left, and the acre that I didn't get sprayed is right by the road so that everybody can see it. Because when you make a mistake when you're farming, it'll always happen near the road so that everybody can see it. It's just kind of the way it goes. Man, it is windy. The weather said we were predicted to get 30-mile-an-hour winds. This is far over 30 mile an hour. It's just blowing dust up everywhere. It's like the Great Depression or something coming up. A dust bowl of Nebraska.
Now I haven't been sure with this. It's supposed to be a bliss, being alone, being free in every way. Didn't know would I like the feel of it, putting out what you had lit. But let me tell you, these things don't hurt a bit. Cause you see, I was all wrapped up in everything, but now that I'm out, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need me, I wouldn't bother. If you're with another man, I don't even care. Tell me that you're sorry, my cold shoulder is yours since we're older. See, you got what you asked. I got wind under my wings. Now you needed a solid way to be yourself. Now you're free in every way, and you see I was all wrapped up in everything. But now that I'm out, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need